Because I've worked here for about 5 years. Someone tried to kill me, and I was filmed nude. And I'm still working here, so my line is pretty far.
Yeah, it's pretty far. Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Tuesday. It is September 3rd, and we got Nanodose with Jersey Jerry talking about Labor Day, labor questions. Today's episode is brought to you by DraftKings. NFL Week 1 is here. It feels so good to say that. And a new season means new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Fans have spoken. We want to bet on touchdowns. DraftKings heard us, and they are delivering. DraftKings Sportsbook is the number one place to bet touchdowns. Are you ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple, like picking a player to score a touchdown. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $250 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, you get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MACRO. That's code MACRO. New customers get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5, and you get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Offer ends 9/19, only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Welcome back to Macrodosing. We're doing a very special voicemail Labor Day episode of Macrodosing. So it is Monday. It's Tuesday. It is September 3rd as you're listening to this, and we've got our very own labor expert on the show, Jersey Jerry. So we asked our listeners, Jerry, submit all labor-related questions, and you were going to be on to answer them. But right off the bat, big news happening, at least in your world right now. And it's a little bit old if you're listening on Tuesday, but we just found out you have a starting quarterback in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
His name is Russie. They went Russie over Jussie.
They did, went Russie over Jussie.
How do you feel about it?
And Jerussie is very happy.
Yeah. Jerussie.
No, I don't think either guy is, like, incredible. I think they're two quarterbacks that are decent enough, to where the Steelers defense can carry the load, but you have to give it to Russell Wilson. I mean, you just have to.
Just ask that he's average.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Steelers defense is so good that you don't need a Patrick Mahomes, You just need an average quarterback. Like, you know who would fit great in the Steelers offense? Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I mean, just an average quarterback who can push the ball downfield, throws for a bunch of yards. Like, that's all they need. So I hope they get it in either guy.
Yeah. What do you think about the wide receivers, though? You think
no wide receivers? Yeah, wide receivers are in trouble.
Kadarius Toney. I was thinking Kadarius Toney and George Pickens together. That would be maybe the funniest 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what would happen? I mean, I had a thing last year with George Pickens. I had a bet with my friend over/under unsportsmanlike conduct penalties with George Pickens. I think, one shy. I had the over at 8.5.
You want to run that back this year?
I'll do it. I'll take 7.5 though.
Okay, you're bargaining already.
Yeah,
over.
I'll take the over 7.5.
Well, see, I want to take the over too. Big T, do you want to take the under?
And you said he had 8 last year?
I think I had 8, so I missed it.
I'll go under.
Okay. What's the bet?
I don't know. What do you want?
Dinner always plays.
Steak dinner.
All right.
Steak dinner. All right. This is good. That'll be fun to keep track of all year long.
Now it could be also, this can go way over if they pick up Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, you think that
them two together.
Do you think George would get more penalties if Toney was on the team, or do you think it would make George Pickens become a leader and he'd try to set a good example?
No. He's not that type of guy. No, 100%. I have a really funny story about George Pickens that I've been debating about sharing on air, but it's pretty good.
You should share it.
So I had some connections last
Wait,
year.
hold on. Why were you debating it before you just
Well, I don't really like to blow anybody's spot up, but I think it's a year. It's past a year now, so it really doesn't. Last year doesn't matter.
Yeah,
right.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah. All right. So I've heard a story last year. It was. I'm not going to say the team who they were playing, but it was a home game.
What colors were they?
Green and white.
All right.
Or a year or two ago. I forget. I think it was last year. Was it last year or the year before? I forget. Anyway, this person told me it was, before they get there like 3, 4, 5 hours before the game. They warm up, stuff like that. Listen to their music, run some routes, catch some balls. It's like an hour before the game, and people are texting George like, "Where you at? Where you at?" No response. Then it gets to the coaches. The coaches are starting to text him now. George, 45 minutes till kickoff. Where are you at, George? Where are you? No answer. Shows up 10 minutes before the game with a bag of Twizzlers in his hand, eating Twizzlers, and says, "Yo, my bad. I was in traffic." Suited up, caught a touchdown pass that game.
Love that.
And that was the difference in that game against the Packers.
Well,
They won 23-19. That's crazy. Oh, wait. He caught a touchdown pass. He had 3 receptions that game. Did he catch a touchdown?
It sounds like you need to be looking for a different green team.
Different green team. That was not against the Packers.
You said green or white.
it's Jets. It was the Jets. I think last year, 2 years ago. Yeah.
They played the Jets last year?
2 years. I think 2 years.
If you just talk to Jerry for 5 minutes, he'll tell, and he doesn't want to say something, he'll just tell you.
That's what I love about Jerry. He's an open book.
Yeah.
He gonna crack.
But the Commanders, we're talking Steelers.
Jerry, if you ever get interrogated, dog.
Yeah, I'm toast.
Jared, just say lawyer.
Yeah,
Can you
lawyer.
say the word lawyer?
Lawyer.
You want to talk to a lawyer?
No, not right now.
Yeah, but no, when they ask you that.
Oh, it's lawyer.
Lawyer.
Okay.
I'll be the cop. Well, we could go a couple different ways. If you want to talk to a lawyer, then we can't help you out anymore. Are you sure you want to talk to a lawyer?
I'm all right now.
Yeah, you're not charged with anything.
Lawyer.
So you're saying you'd like to talk to a lawyer because then we can't help you anymore.
Lawyer. Well, how can you help me?
Well, we need to figure out your timeline and everything, and then based on that, we can figure out what's really going on here. Otherwise, people are going to point the finger at you. But if you can tell us what you were doing, then we can look at somebody else and find the real guy that did it.
Sure.
Nah,
Okay,
don't
so-
do that, Jared. Don't do that.
Oh, he's gonna help me.
Just lawyer. Yeah, that's my favorite when cops are like, we're just trying to help you.
Never.
We're trying to help
You know,
you.
their favorite question is, do you mind if I search this vehicle? If you say yes, they say that you said yes, you could search.
Yeah.
If you say no, they say you said no, you didn't mind if they
okay.
search.
Gotcha.
You say, I do not consent to a search.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
I had a
No
great,
matter what.
I had a great moment in the El Camino this morning when I was driving to work. Just talking about cars remind me of it. I pulled up to a stoplight, and I was the only person at the stoplight, and then this car scoots up next to me at the stoplight. And sometimes you can see out of the corner of your eye a window getting rolled down. The window gets rolled down. I look over, and it's this 75-year-old lady, and she looks at me. She goes, "Nice car."
Oh God.
And I was like, "Thanks." And she's like, "It's really loud." But she said it in like a fun,
Hell yeah.
She's like, "It's really loud." Wow. I was like, "Yeah, it's a little loud." And she's like, "All right, have a good day," and just rolled up her window.
She almost
She was
Oh,
she was
man.
driving like a Subaru station wagon.
That's
Yeah.
Arian's dream.
You better than me, brother. Where you about to go? What you about to do?
75.
75. And I that might even be on the underside.
Are they still fucking at 75?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
brother,
nursing
they fucking-
homes are breeding grounds for STDs.
Get out
which
of
is
here.
Yeah.
wild to me because it's like, how did it get there? That means the young Jones is sneaking and tipping in. That's what that means. Because like, if you just in a secluded area with old people, you should be straight. Like, you should be good. That means younger things are getting flued out. That's what that means.
Could you imagine?
saying.
Yeah, and also
An OnlyFans 75-year-old in a nursing home flying guys out.
also guys, they don't live as long as women. So
Yeah.
nursing homes for the most part are majority woman.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are, but it can be like 60%, it could be 70, 80% women. So if you're a guy and it's still working, then yeah, you're getting passed around.
And so I mean, it happens in like prisons, lady
Yeah.
prisons, male prisons. The guards be getting it. Like, it just, people like fucking.
What
It
does the
just is
foreplay
what it
look
is.
like? Just taking off a diaper?
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah.
You
could
kind of
probably-
ages, man.
Oh,
Kind of
maybe-
ages, man. You're a little ages. Not everybody old wears diapers.
Yeah, true.
Probably getting some nice positions using the walker.
Yeah.
Old people deserve love too, man.
They do.
Yeah, they do. Take your
Matter of
dentures
fact-
out, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
be really
now
good.
you want to talk about some high quality.
Yeah, no teeth.
No teeth.
I'm just saying it could probably be. That's probably some of the best. I'm thinking about the years of experience plus
Oh my
none
God.
of the interference
This is
of
crazy.
the.
This went off the rails so quick.
I can tell Arian's actually thinking about it.
Yeah.
You've never thought about no teeth?
I've never imagined myself going into a nursing home and getting domed up by.
I know we ain't saying nursing.
Well, also, Arian likes older women. This is like his dream scenario.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean
just
they
saying,
got the
like-
oxygen going directly in their nose. They don't have to worry about breathing through their
Let me
mouth.
take off my cannula for you,
Hey,
baby.
bruh, it gets better and better the more you talk about it. But it's like I mean just think about it. They have experience. One of the worst things that happens during oral. My bad.
muted
During oral
yourself.
stimulation, I got you now. The worst thing that can happen is teeth, right? How many times have you had to coach somebody into saying, "Hey, that doesn't feel that good," Well, with no bone interference.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm just saying. Think about it.
Okay, I've thought about it. We're gonna see Arian. You see, like a lot of football players going to children's hospitals and like spending time with the kids, playing Madden against them, bringing his jersey in, put a smile on their face. Arian's gonna do community outreach. Golden age assisted living.
Please tell me at
facilities.
some point the Texans went to a nursing home.
Nah, we never did. I stopped doing community service with them for personal reasons. But I will tell you this:
Nursing homes.
old people love when people visit them.
Yeah.
And this is not non-sexually. I mean, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind that either. But like non-sexually, old people, because we live in a society where old folks get they just get tossed to the side. This is young people's game. Everything's a young person's game, and so old people get forgotten about.
Yep.
And so it's good to check up on your old people. If you got old people in your life, check up on them, man. They'd love to hear from you. Old tongues love to wag. They got a bunch of experience. Always ask some questions. And if you're a nursing home resident, and I mean you working there, you never know. You may make somebody's day.
I think that macrodosing, I think the video would crush if they did like a nursing home day.
Oh yeah.
Just play games with the old people and
We
stuff.
should do
That's a
that.
good idea. Play
Yeah.
games with them. Maybe
Yeah.
get some interviews from some of the people that are
Yeah.
there. Find
Yeah,
out about
that'd be
their
cool.
lives.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually
I'm in.
that's a very good idea, Jerry. Would
Yeah,
you like
like
to
it.
come
You want
on?
to join? You want to join us?
I'd love to. My
Okay.
grandfather was in a nursing home for like 2.5 years, 3 years.
Yeah, and you're going to be old one day.
Yeah.
Think about how you'd like to be treated at that age. Other societies do it differently. I think in China, they revere their elderly. So they've got the most experience, so they're treated way, way better.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's how it should be, man.
Yeah, it is how it should be.
I agree. All right, so let's get to some labor-related voicemails. It is Labor Day. It was Labor Day yesterday, if you're listening to this. And Jerry will tell you everything you need to know.
That's it.
How long were you a laborer, Jerry?
So 4 years in the union, 2 years outside the union.
Okay.
We have a ton. So
Oh, great.
Hey guys, Luke from Philly. Long fan. This one's just for Jerry for the labor question. I know you're a big iPhone fan. You're a fan of PlayStation. Was just wondering what your take is really on child labor and the people producing all these things. Thanks.
Like in China.
Yeah, I guess that's what he's asking.
Yeah, I mean I watched a video actually, and it's a pretty sad video, and it had to do with vapes, and these like 10, 11, 12-year-olds, they have like it comes in like a box of 10, 15 vapes, and they have to start them up, make sure they hit right, all of them. So they get the boxes, and they're like 10, 11, 12 years old. They're like hitting every vape and then moving it down the line.
Like quality control.
And then exactly. And then this one kid that they interviewed, no older than 12 years old, said that he takes over 10,000 puffs a day.
That's not good for you.
No, of hitting the vape. It's sad.
It's crazy
fucked up.
because China, they manufacture all the stuff that's the most addictive, right?
Yeah.
So they manufacture vapes, they make all the fentanyl,
Yeah.
they make iPhones, which are addictive too.
Oh yeah.
China's just their manufacturing is just shit to get Americans hooked on.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, a 10-year-old taking.
Oh,
all those
I have
hits
to
a
show
day,
you the video. It's crazy.
Not good. So this has kind of like been a thing in society for I feel like the last 50 or 60 years at least, where almost everything that we wear or use was made overseas.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So can we bring those jobs home? Do you think we could find 10-year-olds in America that would just...
if you want my honest answer, the answer is no.
Yeah?
Just the way society is today. Maybe years and years ago, you know what I mean? But like the technology we have. I mean, kids want to, like, there's no more, and there was a little bit of it when I was younger. We would go outside, play manhunt, stuff like that. Kids just want to be inside on their phones watching YouTube or on their cell phone watching videos or playing video games. So I don't think they breed them like that no more.
What if they were promised that they would go viral if you made a video of yourself at the vape factory taking 10,000 puffs a day?
That could be the play.
So they're getting all our views too now.
Yeah.
Where they're like, look at all these kids and what they're doing. You'd be a monster on the internet if you were like the vape QA guy down at the clocking in for a long day at the Juul factory. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sweatshops,
Those are
child
tough.
labor.
Yeah, it's tough.
But like that's where we get our shit from, which is
I know.
it sucks.
You know, but there's definitely people out there in the world that like refuse to probably wear or do anything or use anything that comes from China.
Yeah.
There's definitely people out there like that. I would say not a lot. But
Yeah. The problem with that is it's exhausting to pay attention to every single thing that you consume.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
100%.
check whether or not it's from China
Yeah.
or
Maybe we should go on a strike.
of buying stuff.
Yeah. And wearing stuff that's from China.
Okay.
We'd have nothing to wear.
Yeah. Do you own any Trump memorabilia?
I almost bought the sneakers, but I didn't want to drop the bag on them.
Where do you think he manufactures his stuff?
Probably China.
Probably China. I think just about everything that you get
Yeah.
is from China.
Work boots I used to that I wore were from US.
So is your stance on it that U.S. kids have gotten so soft?
Yeah,
that
100%.
that they won't work
100%.
in sweatshop conditions anymore. Rather be on your phone. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, there's no way.
They're not gritty. Like you remember back in the day, like you see pictures of kids checking into a factory.
Yeah.
And they're like 5 years old and they got
yeah.
their lunch
Lunch
pail
pail,
with
yeah,
them
yeah.
and like a coffee thermos.
Oh, yeah.
And then they go home. They like kick their shoes off at the door. Mom, I better have a piping hot meatloaf ready for me. I put in a long day today.
Yeah, they don't make them like that no more.
They don't. All right. Anybody else have any iPhone child labor takes?
Sucks.
I wish they were made by adults,
Yeah.
but they're not.
Yeah.
So
All right. Let's
Next
do another
one.
one.
it's a shame.
We'll get back to the voicemails in a second. They're brought to you by Helium Mobile. Your phone plan is outdated. It's too expensive. Meet Helium Mobile. It's a new carrier. It's powered by people using crypto tech. Helium Mobile's unlimited phone plan is just $20 a month. You get unlimited talk, text, and data. Subscribers of the plan experience coverage from both the nation's largest 5G network and you get the Helium network. It's a new network here in the U.S. built by people like you and secured by the blockchain. Unlike other traditional telcos, Helium Mobile protects your data because it gives you control. It doesn't sell it to third parties for profit. Instead, with Helium Mobile's unlimited phone plan, you can earn crypto tokens. They're called mobile for anonymously sharing where you use your phone the most. This data helps grow the Helium network and you're rewarded for your contributions. Imagine that. You can use those crypto rewards to pay for your phone plan. All of it's a no-brainer. $20 a month, unlimited phone plan, the ability to earn crypto coverage from a new wireless network built by people all over the country. Join Helium Mobile and get 1 month free to try it out with code MACRO at hellohelium.com/macro. That's hellohelium.com/macro. And now here's more voicemails.
What's up, Macrodosing crew? My name is Ben. I'm calling from Pittsburgh. I had a question about where you guys draw the line on where you will leave a job or stop working for a boss. So my instance is a boss asked me to steal gas from a customer, and that was the point where I knew that I was not able to work for that boss anymore. So I pretty easily walked out of that job, went my own way. But I just was curious if you guys had any specific stories like that or any lines where you guys had drawn where you knew that you were done working for a boss. Stay beautiful, stay pretty. Thank you guys, and Macrodosing.
Can I
like
answer
this
this
guy's
first?
vibe.
Yeah.
Because I've worked here for about 5 years. Someone tried to kill me, and I was filmed nude. And I'm still working here, so my line is pretty far.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Who filmed you nude? What is? I don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
It wasn't filming,
we told
right?
this story. No, it was on.
No,
when
it
we
was
first moved
filmed.
into this office, the shower
It
upstairs.
was recorded.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Brandon and I were like, we're gonna get here early in the mornings and play basketball, and I was like, cool. I'll just like bring a change of clothes and shower and change before work. And I went into that shower and there was a camera in there, and luckily no one was in the office, but it was on, like in the control room.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough line.
I got
yeah.
pantsed last night.
I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
That was
And
crazy.
you were handcuffed at the time.
I was handcuffed, yeah.
So you're lucky that your costume was covering everything.
Dick ass out.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't have you
No,
had
no,
no,
I had a hot dog suit on. But
Okay.
my dick and my ass were bare.
got it.
But it was underneath. You couldn't see
Right,
because
right,
it was
right.
hanging down. Yeah.
I got a case there.
But then you got a case. Yeah. You also, when that happens, you have to be very careful with your steps. Because
yeah.
you don't want to fall over.
I know.
Because if you fall over, then it's the whole fruit basket's out there. And that's going to be a bad no matter what
Yeah.
side.
And I was so nervous too, because I was soft. I was so soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're playing a video game or a board game at work.
Yeah.
It'd be weirder if you had like a semi going on.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Okay, so if you had fallen down,
Mm-hmm.
would you have rather fallen ass up or dick and balls up?
I mean, I was soft, so ass.
Ass, but then
If I was hard, I'd say dick.
Well, then, yeah, it'd break your shit if you fell.
But then, if you fell stomach first, you could get the back flop when you hit the ground.
Yeah.
Which sometimes looks worse if you see the ass and then the balls and the dick like pop through the back end real quick for a second. Then it's like, what the fuck is going on with this?
Yeah, that could have been bad. I don't really have I don't know. I don't really have a line.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. This job is so different that it's just like there really is no. I don't know. I mean, unless like Dave like did something like crazy bad.
What if they made you do something that you didn't want to do? Like, what if they told you you're not allowed to watch NFL games this year?
Yeah, I couldn't do it then. Yeah, I'd have to leave on that. Like that. Yeah, that would be one thing where I'd be like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. What if they made Rico your boss?
No, I don't think so.
You think you could work for Rico?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think that'd be like? I feel like he would change his mind 3 times a minute.
Yeah,
himself.
he does. I know. I don't know. It'd probably be bad, but I don't think I'd leave.
Would you do walking bets for him? Dump him out?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would.
That'd be a good one. We did a TikTok a couple years ago where we were ripping each other, like the back pockets of each other's jeans off.
I've seen that trend, yeah.
And I did one where I wasn't wearing any underwear underneath it. And so they ripped my jeans down, and then I fell down on my stomach. My ass was out, and it had some of the back flop in it.
Okay.
And so Hank posted my dick and balls online.
You were wearing jeans with no underwear?
Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh,
was like,
it was a bit.
yeah, just my ass cheeks were supposed to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, so you knew it was happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a surprise pantsing.
No.
You happened to be wearing denim on
dick.
Yeah.
There.
with
No.
that day.
No, that's Chafe City. I wouldn't do that.
Got it.
But yeah, I was surprised to see the back half of it. Okay. Any other, Arian, do you have an instance where you would not work for somebody, or something that's happened in your past where you've had a boss that asked you to do something, cross the line?
I've never actually had a job. So
That's a fair answer.
But I mean, I don't say that to like stunt. It's just like I've never been in the situation where I could make that call. But I think, just knowing me, I would do what I had to do and put up what I had to put up with in order to get where I had to go. If I had like a goal in mind, or you know, what I'm saying, know where I want to go. It all that is kind of contingent on, you know, the game plan. So like if like I got to save up $20,000, and once I get here, I'm gonna move on. Like, you know, you have to weigh the risk versus reward, because I think when you working in industries, you know, certain industries, especially like labor related industries where you just kind of working, you don't really have a lot of good relationships or atmosphere. I think you can put up with a lot more because there's a means to an end, but you know, everybody has their moral line that they would draw. Like, I mean, for me, my means, I put up with a lot, like going through the ranks of like playing ball, right?
Yeah, Dan Orlovsky was your quarterback at one point.
Also, like a boss, you know what I'm saying? Like head coaches be talking dirty to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to bite your tongue or else you could get cut, especially if you're a lower cat. And so, like shit like that. But like there was a means to an end, and there's a method to the madness. So like it depends. Like I would never hurt nobody. Like if I was doing a job, and the case, I'd be like I could never like work in like defense, like defense making, like Lockheed Martin, something like I could never do that shit because like overseas they're killing innocent people. I could never do no shit like that. But
You did have to quit your job that one time when you started sucking.
but it had nothing to do with the boss.
That's
And
true.
I didn't start sucking. I walked away on my own terms, brother.
Okay.
Limped.
I wish you the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of owned you on that one, Big T.
No.
I wish you
Those are
nothing
facts.
but the best. I quit a job one time. I was in high school. I worked at a gym, and at this gym, my job was to like look after the daycare. So people would come in to work out. They drop their kids off, and then we would play like basketball with them or capture the flag, whatever, soccer, whatever we had going on that day. That was half my job. The other half of my job was just checking in on the locker room whenever there was a disturbance in there. So I got asked one time to go get this guy out of the steam room because there was a large either Persian or Russian hairy man that was pacing back and forth in the steam room, slapping himself in the chest and yelling. And so I walk into the steam room, and there's this big dude, barrel-chested, super hairy, and he's just, sure enough, hitting himself, just like yelling out loud. I just turned around and walked out. I was like, that's above my pay grade. Yeah. I don't get paid enough for that. And then what happened a couple days later was they asked me to take somebody had diarrhea in the ball pit. And so that's the worst place to have diarrhea, by the way.
Oh my God.
A kid did, yeah. And so
That's tough.
they asked me to fill up these giant clear plastic trash bags with the balls from the ball pit, put them in there, and then go clean them off.
Oh, they couldn't even get new balls?
No, they wanted to clean the balls off. So
Oh.
I was like, this sucks. I'm getting paid $5.25 an hour to do this. I'm putting all the balls into the bag. There's diarrhea on them. I've got gloves, but it's still stinky and it's a mess. I put them in there. Then I've got a big bag filled with diarrhea balls. And I just said to myself, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Like I don't need the $5.25 an hour that much right now.
Wait, so you had to sort out which balls were diarrhea?
No, you can't pick and choose. You assume that every ball has diarrhea on it.
Okay, I was about to say yes, that is that didn't make no sense.
I'm not like I'm picking up each ball, smelling it. That's clean.
Hey, clean up this ball pit that may or may not have diarrhea. Use your discretion.
Yeah, because we weren't exactly sure when the diarrhea happened, and then there were other kids that had moved some of the balls around that were in there at the time. So you had to assume that every ball was poison. Yeah.
Do ball pits still exist?
I'm sure
yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just
Some Chick-fil-A's.
Really?
I missed that. You remember McDonald's, Eric?
Yeah, the
McDonald's
play
used to
place.
have
Play
this-
places.
That shit was magical, man. But it's very unsanitary.
Very.
You
Very
grow up. You stop hearing about ball pits. You know.
Well, I think
There
you
was
stopped
this
using
what was it? There was this place that it makes its rounds like maybe once a year in Houston, but it's called like Candy World or something like that, Candyland. And it's like this Willy Wonka experience where you walk in and like the walls have like trees that have candy on them and stuff like that. It's this really dope place. And they had a ball pit like that, and I jumped in. It was like 2 summers ago. I jumped in that bitch.
Did it rock?
You say that again?
Was it awesome?
Yeah, you asked me if it rocked.
Yeah, because I feel like
Nah.
there should be adult ball pits.
No, it was amazing. Like any place where there's like big kid activities, I'm in. Like I'm a child, dog. Like I will absolutely go on a merry-go-round. I will slide down the slides. I'm a child.
You say
Absolutely.
we. You put your hands up and say we.
Oh, he trying to get me back. That's how you jump in your bathtub, okay?
Yeah, that's true. There was a moment of panic though when you were a kid and you jumped into a ball pit and it was deeper than you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then you're like, am I going to suffocate in this ball pit? Like, have any kids actually suffocated
I'm
in
sure.
in a ball pit?
Oh, I'm sure there's a couple cases of that.
You know which one I get kind of like nervous on? You ever been to like a trampoline park and you jump a trampoline into the foam
The
pit?
foam, yeah.
I'm kind of, I'm on the heavier side from, what children are. So like when I jump into the foam pit, I sink. And sometimes, dog, it's hard to get out. I gotta use my athleticism to get out that motherfucker. And that shit, it's scary sometimes, dog.
It is. All right, another voicemail?
I probably got one more.
Okay.
T.
Now you're gonna do 2 more, Jerry.
Yo, what's up? It's Cade. I'm from Texas. I'm 24 years old, and I had a labor question for Jerry. I feel like we're in a pretty similar situation. I, throughout college, worked manual labor jobs, and I recently graduated, and I've been working in finance and working in the office, and I feel like just a complete pussy, really. So if you could give me some advice on how you dealt with going from maybe a union manual labor job to kind of working in the office inside, kind of how maybe some advice on how you acclimated to that. That would be great. Love the show. Stay handsome. Stay beautiful. Thanks.
That's a great question.
Yeah, it's a fair question because it's fair to say that you work around a lot of pussies.
Yeah, I definitely got more pussy. Not literally more pussy, but I've gotten.
You got less pussy.
No,
since you started working at Barstool.
I'm getting old, man.
No, I've become more of a pussy.
Okay, got it.
But what actually really helped me was when I bought my house. Would like help me like, oh, okay, like I could do this. I don't have to hire somebody for this.
Projects.
Yeah, little projects you can do around the house. 24 is young. I don't know what his finances are to get a house and whatnot, but yeah, the house helped out so much because I do feel like now though I definitely am at the point in my house where everything's pretty much done, so there's like not much for me to do, and it's like, oh well, this is already done. I can't really do this. One thing I won't ever do is mow the lawn though.
Why not?
I don't know, man. I don't think I have the patience for it.
I kind of like it.
Really?
Yeah, I know Big T loves it.
I can't get into it. I tried. I thought I'd love it, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to have a great lawn and take care of the lawn. And I was just like, nah, landscape.
You have a riding mower?
No, my house isn't big enough for
Oh,
that.
well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
The push mowers, yeah, they can be pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
push
sometimes.
mower sucks ass.
Especially electric ones. I hate those.
You have like the 360 one?
I don't have one because I don't have a yard.
Well, but you like use those before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those seem like they're pretty fucking
Dude, if
cool.
you get like a zero turn, like fucking awesome mower, it's playing a video game.
Yeah.
It is sweet. We had a rugby field that we bought in Austin, and so we were trying to build out the field, cut the grass, and get in playing shape. And so they needed volunteers to come out like on a weekly basis. So I think it was every Monday, I would go out there on the zero radius, and I had about 3 acres, and I would just mow 3 acres on this thing. It is sick. It's fast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Turns on a dime.
That's awesome.
It was so relaxing. Jerry, would you say, do you get frustrated sometimes when you see how pussy your coworkers are? Like, I'll ask you this: when you saw Dave trying to hammer a nail,
That was what
was your reaction to
I was
that?
like, holy shit, you're such a bitch.
For Dave, or do you consider yourself a bitch because this is now your environment? These are your equals.
No, I mean, no, definitely not me. No, I would say that was like, I don't know if that was a bit, but I don't think it was. I think he was like actually really trying to hammer it.
Yeah.
And that was so bad. I think I quote tweeted and be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
It was shocking.
Like that's a man. That's a very wealthy man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that is a grown man who's a multi-millionaire who can't hammer a fucking nail.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they don't pay you for being able to swing a hammer anymore.
That's true. That's
you don't
true.
make that kind of money from it.
The only thing I'll say, is the security and the pension. I gave up a pension to come here.
Yeah.
So that really fucking scared me a lot. And I'm still a little scared of like not having, that. But you have to put money away other ways.
You save it, yeah. Have you thought about getting into cars? Because you were talking about how having projects in your house is a good way.
That's the thing. I don't know anything about cars. Only thing I really honestly know is like pipe fitting, electric, stuff like that.
Were you certified electric?
No, I was never like certified.
You would just
journeyman electrician, but never like certified.
Is that as dangerous as I think it is?
Oh yeah, you could die easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't like to fuck with electricity. Do you have time for one more if we make it go fast?
Yep.
All right, one more.
The electric's scary.
Yeah.
Hey, Macrodosing crew. Joey from Lakewood, Ohio. Shout out Mad Dog, Rocky River. Mitchell's Ice Cream. Mad Dog, you got to check it out. They got chocolate vegan butter cookie next time you're around town.
Going this
Hey, I had a
weekend.
question last week. I know that you guys did Jack the Ripper. I love the unsolved mysteries and how you guys went through that. But just wondering if you guys have a favorite unsolved mystery otherwise, and if you could solve any unsolved mystery, not only with, murders but just everything, like Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot. If you could solve anything, what would it be? Like Tupac is up on my list. The DB Cooper hijacking and the Alcatraz escape. I'd want to solve that. Let me know. Love you guys. Love what you do. Bye.
Okay.
Shout out to that guy.
Any unsolved mystery?
Ooh. DB Cooper is a really good one.
Yeah.
Malaysia.
What happened to that plane?
Yeah, what the fuck happened to that plane?
Yeah, I want to know what happened and why it happened. Because
Yeah.
I'm fairly convinced that it was the pilot that did it. But it doesn't make any sense why he would do that.
And where did it go?
Yeah, where did it end up? That's a good one.
I think it ended up in Russia.
Oh, you think it landed?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like they would have found it.
If it was anywhere else?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that one guy that claims to have found pieces of it that washed up.
Yeah,
in,
it
like,
was walking
Madagascar.
back and forth on the beach, right?
Yeah.
I know. I've seen that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one. DB Cooper's also another great answer to that one.
Did you see the Netflix thing on that?
I did see it. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, nobody really knows.
I know.
Did we find out who the Zodiac killer was this weekend? Did you hear about that?
Nah.
A dude went viral on TikTok because he claimed that his grandfather was the Zodiac killer, and his grandfather left clues behind for him to find later that implicated him as being the
I don't even
Zodiac.
know about the Zodiac killer.
Zodiac was a guy up in Northern California that would stab people or shoot people. Usually if it was a man and a woman that were in a car at a park, maybe they're about to do it, maybe they're going for a hike or something.
Wow.
He would kidnap them, tie them up, stab them, shoot them. And then he wrote a bunch of letters to the newspapers and to the police using a cipher, a code that he wrote.
Coding, yeah.
And then people figured out part of the code, but they didn't figure out the entire thing. This one guy went mega viral because he claims that it was his grandfather did it. In which case, if I'm not saying it's good to be a serial killer, but if you are a serial killer, one of the best things you can do is leave something for your grandkids to find, and then your grandkids get to go famous for a little bit, being like, "Hey, I found out my great granddad was this bad guy."
Yeah.
Give them a little leg up.
So he would be considered a successful serial killer
I guess so. Yeah.
in his world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because he never got caught.
Yeah.
So either he died or he just decided to get out of the game.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad he made that choice, if that's what his choice was. But still a bad guy.
Yeah.
Who's Ted Cruz's dad?
Who's Ted Cruz's dad?
The Zodiac killer.
Ted Cruz's dad?
That's what Trump says.
Really?
He also said that Ted Cruz's dad killed Kennedy. The Kennedy one would be a great one to find out for sure what happened. I'd like to know that.
Those files are never getting released, huh?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I would like to know all the different shit that our military has invented that we don't know about.
Yeah.
I would suspect that it's a bunch of these planes that keep getting sighted around the world.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. My biggest, I guess, what would you like to know would be, I'm not really sold on UFOs. I don't think alien life visits us, right? I don't think that's a thing. But I do think that there is alien life, and I would like confirmation for that.
Yeah. You think it exists somewhere out in the universe? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the probability of life not existing is very low, given we know all the elements that make life.
Yeah.
And they're abundant in the universe. Carbon, helium, oxygen, water, all that shit. It exists out there in abundance. So
I also want to know about the Mothman. You know, the Mothman from West
oh,
Virginia?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Does that dude actually exist? Was he a time traveler? Actually, the one of the wildest stories is there was a guy that came back. I think he demanded to speak with President Eisenhower in the 1950s, I think. And he claimed to be an alien from a different planet. and he had warnings for us about nuclear weapons. And apparently he got meetings with like maybe the chief of staff, but he was treated for a moment like he could be an alien. I want to know what that guy's story is. Let's see who's that guy. Alien man met with Eisenhower. What's his name? I feel like his last name is Gray or it's a color.
Byron Lewis? No, that might be.
Maybe. President Eisenhower had 3 secret meetings with aliens. I don't know how reputable this story is. I can't believe I'm forgetting this guy's name because I've read up on him before. Ike and the Alien Ambassadors in the Washington Post. Dwight Eisenhower interrupted his vacation in Palm Springs, California to make a secret nocturnal trip to a nearby Air Force base to meet 2 extraterrestrial aliens. Or maybe not. Maybe Ike just went to the dentist. There's some dispute about this. The Ike met with ET's theories advanced by Michael Sala, a former American University professor who now runs the Peace Ambassador Program at AU Center for Global Peace. Let's see. On the night in question, the Associated Press reported President Eisenhower died tonight of a heart attack in Palm Springs. 2 minutes later, the AP retracted that bulletin and reported that he was still alive. Indeed, he was still alive. He lived until 1969. His activities on the night of February 20th, 1954 have become fodder for strange theories about alien beings. So there is a possibility that he met with somebody who at least claimed to be an extraterrestrial. They were known as the Greys, another race of extraterrestrials that were capturing earthling cattle and humans for medical experiments. What's this guy's name, though? Fuck, why can't I find this? Somebody else find this name.
I don't know what it is.
What is the name of the guy? What is the name of the alien that visited Dwight Eisenhower? Because I want to know what that guy's story was.
Is this the Greys? This ain't the Greys, is it?
Yeah, it's the Greys. Let's see. Stranger at the Pentagon. Oh, there's a movie that they made about it. Okay, I'm not finding it right now, but if anybody else sees it, send me the name. Also, shout out to everybody that listened to Macrodosing a couple weeks ago that reminded us that we forgot about the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, I got inundated with
tough.
those tweets, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it because I was doing what Big T was doing. I went conference by conference, and I was like, okay, boom, boom, boom. And I even went AFC South. I was like, Indianapolis, no, Houston, no, and I just skipped over Jacksonville because you don't really pay attention.
You
much
just
to
forget it's there.
Yeah, it's facts.
Not a good city.
Is it not a good city?
No, not good.
How many times have you visited?
I've been through it several. I've never stopped, thank God.
You've probably been through it during Tennessee Florida week?
No.
No?
Why would I have gone through it that week?
You never been to a game at the Swamp?
No, I was talking to Brandon about that the other day. I'll never go there.
Why?
What? Why?
Because we haven't won there since Bush was president.
That's fair.
It's a great college football experience, though. It's one of my favorite venues to play in.
I've heard it's great.
It's super loud.
Even if we're a 28-point favorite, I will not go.
Maybe you're the missing piece, bro. Maybe when you go, they win.
It could be, but we'll never know. I couldn't go there and lose and like have to walk out.
You gonna fight?
No, it would break me. I'll tell you. You want to talk about some of just the nicest people of all time? After the baseball national championship, walking out of the stadium, 5 or 6 different groups of Texas A&M fans would just randomly come up to me and the guys with hey, great game, like that was awesome series, like congratulations, like that must be awesome. I was like, that is crazy.
That is
like
crazy.
I could never do that.
No, I'd be inconsolable.
Yeah, better people than I.
How about that? The guy's name is Valiant Thor.
That would be his name.
Valiant Thor is the guy that visited Dwight Eisenhower allegedly and might be from outer space. So he gets my vote for the mystery that I would like to know more about. All right. Well, thank you to Jersey Jerry, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope everyone had a happy, safe, healthy Labor Day, and we will be back on Thursday, opening day for the NFL. Big T, how did your Tennessee Volunteers do this weekend?
They defeated Chattanooga 59 2:13.
And that was the Tennessee Minute. Love you guys.